Hi everyone, my name is Isabeau and welcome to my channel. And December is over. The clusterfuck that is 2016 is finally coming to an end, and I thought I would share some of my favorite stuff from this month with all of you. So let's keep it quick, let's keep it short, let's keep it simple, and let's get started. My book favorite of the month is one that I don't have with me. I left it in California so that my dad could read it. It is the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. Six of Crows being the first book and Crooked Kingdom being the second. They were both amazing. I read them so quickly once I kind of got started. I loved them. I thought all of the characters were great. I will do a bit more of a review of those when I do my December wrap-up and January TBR, so stay tuned for that. But I love them. Go out and read them if you haven't. They've been all over BookTube for longer than I've ever heard of them or knew that they existed. I loved them so much that when I was on the plane flying back from California and I was reading a different book, I was disappointed that I didn't have either Six of Crows or Crooked Kingdom with me to read again. That's how much I loved it. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's probably my favorite YA book that I've read this year, so I highly recommend that you check it out. My movie favorite of the month should come as no surprise given my t-shirt. It is Rogue One. I love Star Wars. My dad raised me on Star Wars. I love any kind of Star Wars I can get, so I really liked Rogue One. I don't really understand why people didn't enjoy it. I've heard there's a bit of a divide, but I thought that the supporting cast of characters was amazing. I loved the blind guy. I can't remember his name. I couldn't really understand what they were saying, but I thought it was a great war movie. I thought it did a great job of kind of showing what you have to do to be the good guy sometimes can be a bad thing. I loved K2SO. Alan Tudyk is always amazing, and I loved Riz Ahmed. He's my boo. I love him so much. If you haven't seen Rogue One, I recommend that you do. I also went into it with fairly low expectations. I don't know why, but I saw it on opening night, loved it, cried my eyes out. I saw it again with my dad when I went back to California for Christmas and loved it even more, cried even more. So highly recommend. Enjoy Star Wars, especially since we lost Carrie Fisher this week. I think I will be finding comfort in all the Star Wars that I can. My TV favorite of the month is actually a Netflix original series. I watched the series 3% this month. I binged it. I loved it. I believe it's a Brazilian show. I'm pretty sure they're speaking in Portuguese the whole time. The entire show's in subtitles, but it's so exciting. It takes place in a future where the world is kind of crap, and at the age of 20, you can choose to participate in this thing called the process. The top 3% of participants make it through the process and go to live on the offshore where life is amazing, or so it seems. And you follow a group of 20-year-olds who are going through the process, so you get to see all the different stages. You get to see sort of political intrigue. There is a rebellion that is, of course, fighting against the people that are putting together the process. It's so exciting. The characters are unpredictable, and you are going to fall in love with them. It ends on a complete note, but it still leaves you excited for what I hope is season 2. I would kill for season 2 right now. So it does feel like a nice series. It's not one of those things where it ends on a complete cliffhanger where you're like dying for another year while you're waiting for the next season to come out. It's only 8 episodes. If you're cool with subtitles, then I can't recommend it enough. I loved it. It's probably my favorite Netflix original series that I've watched, and probably the only one that I've watched to completion. So check it out. My music favorite of the month is Christine and the Queens. I have never heard of Christine and the Queens before. I don't even know how it came up. Could you not, neighbors? I don't even remember exactly how Christine and the Queens came up. It might have been a recommended video on YouTube, but oh my god, Tilted is my jam. I know it's been out forever. I love both the English and the French version, and the leader of the band, his name is Eloise, not Christine. She's my boo. She's my bae. I love her. She's, god, girl crush to the extreme. The song is a jam. I will link it down below so you can check it out if you haven't heard of this band before. She's amazing. Her work is amazing. The video is amazing. Her live performances are incredible. So check out Christine and the Queens if you haven't yet. She's also delightful to follow on Snapchat and Instagram. I love her. I love her. So for my beauty favorite of the month, I have 3 lip products, 2 of which I'm wearing today. I've been wearing this almost every single day in December. It's my favorite nude lip right now. It is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Aquarius and the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in Echo Park. I love this stuff. It's so wearable. It fades really nicely, but it stays on really well. This is a really nice combination. If you're, like, I'm gonna be out eating all day and I don't really want to worry about my lipstick fading or getting that like ring in the middle of your mouth. So I love this stuff. Plus it's ColourPop, so it's super cheap. The other liquid lipstick that I've been loving is the Tarteist Lip Paint in FOMO, which I've been known to experience a time or two. I actually got this at the Sephora in downtown Disney, and I swatched it and I wasn't totally set on it, and my sister-in-law told me, she's like, you need to get that. So I picked it up and I love it. It's sort of a heightened Your Lip But Better sort of color. The way that this fades sort of kind of meshes with your natural lip color, so it's not completely terrible well, if you're out eating all day. And I haven't had to really reapply or just reapply a little bit in the center of my lips. This definitely has a drier consistency. It is super, super matte, but I love it. My fashion favorite of the month is leopard print. Leopard print pajamas, leopard print shoes, leopard print robe, leopard print fuzzy socks. I, was very into what I used to call cheetah print back when I was a kid. Then I was like, I'm a classy bitch. I don't like leopard print. But leopard print and I have been having a moment for a long time. For example, these shoes. They are Nike, I think they're Nike Freeze. I've had them for quite some time now. They have holes in them. I did not realize that this was a leopard print, but it is. So maybe I just like leopard print that's not the obvious orangey browny color. My favorite leopard print item is, of course, my leopard print robe, which I got from Target, and I've had it for, I don't know, 2 years maybe, but it's white and gray, which is the color scheme that I live in. Sometimes you have to embrace what some may say is tacky, but if you do it in a classy way, then you know what? I'm doing me, I'm living my best life, and that best life has a lot of leopard print. I don't regret it. I don't. So for my random favorites of the month, I have 2 things. First is this candle. This is the Nest Birchwood Pine candle, and I burnt this to its end. I'm so sad. I have a fake Christmas tree this year, which is a real bummer. I'm not happy about it, but what can you do? I live in a 3rd-story apartment. Getting a tree just is kind of dumb. So I decided to burn this so that at least my apartment would smell like trees, and I love this. It's piney and wintry. I got the small version of the Nest candles because these are really expensive for a candle, but they burn really well. The scent is really strong, but I don't find it overwhelming when I burn them. It's not one of those things like where with a Bath & Body Works candle you get kind of a headache right here. These have a really nice scent. I'm burning the normal Nest holiday candle right now, and this one's okay. I like this one better. This one's a bit more perfumey, but it's also got like cinnamon and like maybe some clove in there along with the pine. So this is fine, but this is kind of my favorite holiday candle. My last favorite of the month is quite possibly my favorite Christmas present that I got this year. These are the Fitty-Mint Farms California Pistachios, chili lime flavor. I love these. My mom gave me a bag of these. She knows they're my favorite. I think she gets them at Whole Foods, so I don't really know where else they're available. They're so good. They're so good. They're so spicy. It leaves your mouth burning after you eat them. Anytime I eat these, I'm instantly reminded of the Achievement Hunter Ultra 3D Mini Golf series, which might be my favorite series of gameplay videos on YouTube. I ate these obsessively while I watched every single episode of that series. It's funny. It's some good throwback Ray times if you're into Achievement Hunter at all. I'll put a link to the playlist down below to Ultra 3D Mini Golf, but I love these. Definitely don't need that many at once because your mouth will be on fire. What a surprise Christmas gift. This is something I didn't ask for. I didn't know I was gonna get. Thanks, Mom. So that is going to do it for my December favorites. I hope that you had a great December and a happy holiday season with your family or loved ones or friends or your pets, preferably your cats. Let me know down below some of the things that you've been loving this month, and I will definitely check it out. And I will see you again soon with a new video. Bye.